How's it going, everyone? Last video I talked about a lot of emotions and things that we go through after relapse, if we relapse. The shame, the guilt, all the emotions, anger. But I didn't talk about what's going on before. I think I ignored what was going on before, to be quite honest. But this last time I relapsed, I went to a pretty hardcore rehab after. It was hardcore. They call it behavioral modification. We are best seen in the eyes of our brothers and sisters, our peers. It was a really good program. It really helped, I will say that. But being new there, I was depressed. I was anxious, I had guilt, I had remorse, and I was freaking scared. I was coming back from a process group, and at the end of the hallway, there's someone standing there. It was a substance abuse counselor that I had had before for 2 years, so he really knew me. I was so excited to see him and comforted, but also a little bit ashamed that I was seeing him there. We went and talked in the other room. He heard I had relapsed because word gets around in the recovery community, and he wanted to come and talk to me, see what happened, see if I'm doing okay, see if I needed help. And after we were done talking, he said to me, "I want to ask you 2 questions. I don't want you to answer them now. I want you to think about them for a while." And he asked me, what secrets were you keeping and what lies were you telling? I'm glad he didn't want me to answer right then and there, because all of a sudden I was like, I wasn't telling everybody a ton of lies, blah, blah, blah. Because I had pretty good sobriety up until this relapse. So I'm glad I had to ponder on that. And we, said goodbye, parted ways. And I went upstairs to my room to think, and I continued to think about it off and on. I didn't even put it to paper for a good week or 2. It was pretty deep. So that I needed help. I wasn't telling people that. So that's another secret I was keeping. That I didn't want to do this anymore. I had gotten my professional license back from the state to be a therapist again. And before that, I was just working on my sobriety and being a stay-at-home wife and a stay-at-home dog and cat mom. And I was embarrassed to admit that I actually was enjoying it and loving my life staying home. So once I had went back to work, I was afraid to admit out loud that I don't want to do this anymore, for whatever reason. And then the question, what lies was I telling, right? What lies were I telling? Because lies will keep you sick. Wow. What secrets was I keeping? That I wasn't okay. I wasn't doing okay, but I wasn't telling people that I wasn't doing okay. I was telling others that I was okay. More importantly, what was I telling myself? What lies was I telling myself every day? Because I don't know about you. That's my dog. Stay-at-home dog mom. What lies was I telling myself? That it was important what others thought of me. That it mattered a lot what others thought of me. And what else was I telling myself that I was lying? That's a good one. I wrote it down because I would forget. That I wasn't good enough if I wasn't financially contributing. Like all the things that I do around the house and to help my husband and whatever, take care of the house, take care of my sobriety, be a good partner. None of that was good enough. unless I was financially contributing. I don't know if any of you struggle with that, but that was a big one for me. So what others thought about me and that I wasn't financially contributing made me also think that I have to prove myself to others. And I really don't. My higher power and myself, that's what really matters. What I'm doing when nobody sees, working a good program, being a good human being. So now I try and ask myself those two questions every day. It helps me hold on to my sobriety. It's feeling lighter, feeling at peace. Comment. Let me know what works for you. What questions do you ask yourself to move forward every day or to keep yourself in check? And if you like this video and the other videos I've done so far, please don't forget to subscribe. Until next time.